Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to our science class. Today is Sunday, and the date is the 7th of March 2021. Thank you very much, Miss Diala. It was a great experience. She recorded a small video for us and tried to explain our lesson, and we listened to it. Thank you very much. It was really great.
You're welcome.
Um, Thank you, my love. And I am looking forward for others to try this experience. Of course, we're gonna choose a random name today for ever who wants to participate in first place, and then we will do it next session. All right? So our lesson is about heat, and we learned with Miss Diala, heat is a type of what? Type of? Yes, ya Rital?
Energy.
Excellent. Heat is a type of energy. Let's see, what does heat mean? If it's a type of energy, it has so much to change or affect. It can change and it can affect a lot of things. Of course, because we said in first place, energy can move or change things or object, and energy can change object. How it can change object, heat? First of all, it can melt things when it's too hot or super hot. When it's super hot, it can melt glass. What else it can melt? Who can tell me? Give me examples of things that can melt. Yes, ya Rayana.
Ice.
Excellent. Ice will melt. What else? There's a lot of things can melt.
I know.
Yes, Leanne.
Also, it can melt food.
Excellent, food or ice cream. If you are eating
And
ice
also marshmallows.
marshmallows, very nice. So heat can change objects or can change things and make them melt. When you add more heat, this and become super hot, things will melt. What about the opposite way? What about the opposite way? If you are taking away heat, things will do what? If you are taking away heat. Yes, Yaleen.
Teacher,
Yes, Yaleen.
if you take away heat, it's gonna turn cold.
Freeze. Things will freeze or feel cold. Very good. Excellent, Yaleen. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Okay. As
Miss, I know away.
always, we always underline the main words. So our first word today is heat. What is heat? What should I underline? Miss Diala, can you tell me again, please? Heat is
Heat is the energy of the
that
move
moves.
between objects of different temperatures.
Very good, very good, excellent. So heat is the energy, of course. Number one, it's energy. Number two, it moves between objects of different temperature. What does that mean? Means when I want to try to melt something, I'm gonna move energy from my fire gun to the glass and then it will melt. If you underlined, I need to go back to the picture. Did you finish underlining?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes, sorry.
Very good, very good. Now, we said that energy moves from between two objects. Look at the fire gun over here the guy is holding. Fire gun giving heat to the glass, so it can change this glass. Is that right? So heat moves from this fire gun to the glass.
Another.
Excellent, excellent. So the energy moves from one object to another. Also overheat for ice to be melt. The air around the ice is what? Warm. If it's warm enough, it's gonna go inside the ice and melt it, start melting. So heat moves from one object to another, from different temperature to another to make a change. Look at from these pictures from A, B, C, and D. And let's try to know which, okay, where the temperature is going from where to where. Let's try with Rital. A, look at this girl. Heat is moving from where to where?
From her jacket to outside.
Not from the jacket. Let's say from the girl. The girl is moving away all the heat because she's feeling cold. But she when put a jacket on her, does she feel warm or not?
Warm.
Of course. Do you know why? Because her jacket
Yeah,
will slow
because
down
the
the
jacket is
energy
warm.
that transfer to the cold air. Look at the arrows. All of the energy of heat of the girl is going out because of the weather. But when you wear jacket and gloves and hat, the energy moving, it will be slowly. Why? Because you are wearing jacket. What about B, Eileen? Look at B, number B, letter B, the picture in B.
B stands for Raphael. The water coming from this shower head is hotter than the air around it. The average temperature of shower water is
42 Celsius degrees. So the energy of heat moving from where to where? From the shower head to the
shower head to the person,
to the air around it. So now you learn that always temperature will go from the higher to the lower or from the lower to the higher?
From the higher to the
Yes.
to the lower.
Excellent. So temperature, or let's say heat, always goes from the higher temperature to the lower temperature. This is how it moves. All right. Over here, what is happening in D? Rihanna, can you tell me what is happening in D? Who's raising the hand? Okay, I can see you now, guys.
Yeah, it's heating the water so he can make some tea or some anything.
Okay, the energy of heat going from the water to the air or from the air to the water?
From the water to the air.
So now we know that heat is moving from one object to another. Okay, Lian, can you try to tell me there is another way of heat moving? There is another way that heat is moving. Can you tell me?
From which picture?
D, only from the water to the air?
No.
What else?
And also, heat comes from the microwave, something like that.
Excellent. Yes, from the stove. Yes, Layan. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yes.
And teacher, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You know what F means? Means Fahrenheit.
Excellent. That's correct. It's another unit to measure temperature. Very well. So heat moves from the burner to the kettle, and from the kettle to the water, then from the water vapor to the air. Can you see how many moves that heat went through? So first of all, from the burner down here, the stove, to the kettle. This is number one. Number two, from the kettle to the water. Number three, from the water to the vapor to the air. Number four. So heat moves from one object to another and from one temperature to another. It always goes from the highest to the lowest. Also in this ice cube, heat comes inside the ice cube so it can melt the ice cube. Do you understand?
Yes, but miss,
yes. What?
What's a kettle?
A kettle is this one, where you put the water inside to heat up the water. This we call a kettle. A kettle.
Oh,
Okay, very good. So we learned today that heat moves from one object to another. Tomorrow we are going to talk more about how heat moves and what is conduction and convection. There are two important words in heat moving. I advise you to read about it, and then we are going to explain it tomorrow. Okay, girls, I'm gonna stop recording now because we finished, and I'm gonna take a name randomly, so it can be your 10 minutes tomorrow to explain about these 2 pages. Okay, guys?
okay.
Very
Yes, I have
well.
here all the names.
Okay. So let's stop sharing and then
Bye.
bye-bye recording.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Bye.
Hit the notification.